What's going on, guys? Bacon here, and today we're going to do something I don't think I've ever done. I'm going to do a video response to Nasher61's NHL 18 ideas video. He calls it a rant, but anyways, we'll get to that. Anyway, so I was going to make a video on this as soon as it came out. Then I kind of backed off the idea. I'll kind of tell you why as we move forward. But then he says to me, he kind of wants me to go in there and roast his ideas. Maybe create some conversation. Hey, all right, let's do it. Now, in the NHL community, you always have to say right off the bat, no, I don't hate Nasher. I actually think he's probably one of the nicest guys in this community. Great dude. Hope he does really well on YouTube. Does that mean I agree with every single one of his ideas? God, no. No, I don't. I definitely don't. In fact, I disagree with almost all of the ideas he's put on Twitter. Anyways, let's get to the video, and let's start right from the start. I'm going to jump all over the map. Just hit the main points, but we need to take a look at the very start. We just have to. Watch this.
Alright, EA. We need to have a talk.
Damn, bro. This is going to be a roast. 2 seconds later.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Nasher here.
Anyway, I'm not trying to give him a hard time on that, but I just don't think your title, EA, we need to talk, NHL 18 rant, or that intro line up with the video. I just don't. I think it's NHL 18 ideas, put Rocket League into it. That's what I think it is. If I were to summarize it, I think that's how I would do it. Anyway, let's hit some of the main points. Now, I've chopped up this video to what I think actually gets to the important parts. Now, this is what he said is actually in the game right now.
But the issue is no one takes it seriously. There is absolutely zero reason to want to win a drop-in game. Well, it is just absolute mayhem pretty much every single game you hop in. Another issue is the player base size. So unfortunately, EA NHL is a very, very small series in the grand scheme of things. They also have an individual player progression system from 1 to 50 with 3 different prestiges, and you can rank up your player as you go. One key thing to mention though is that this progression system is absolutely zero based on your skill. It doesn't matter if you win or lose every game. If you play a lot of games, you will rank up to the top point. I think they've done a cool thing with allowing you to unlock customizations as you go. For example, you'll be able to customize color of your tape. You'll be able to get new gear, stuff.
So he talks about drop-ins being pretty weak. He talks about the ranking system. He says the player base is small, and then he does give them credit for already unlocking things. In the next part, he calls where EA went wrong, and all he really talks about here is once again the drop-ins kind of being mayhem, kind of being a gong show. When you first sign up for EA SHL, then imagine you hop into a drop-in game and it's an absolute mess. There's no competitive drop-in mode. That's the key here. There's no reason to want to win. There's everybody's just fucking around, right?
Quick save. Oh, shit! Give me that!
Oh, don't start doing that shit, man.
So that's one thing. And the other big one was the ranking system. They're not skill-based ranking system. It doesn't matter if you win or lose. It doesn't go up and down. It's all it is time played. That's where EA went wrong in his eyes.
Also, the leaderboards aren't even skill-based either. It's pretty much just based on your amount of time played. So let's say I play 100 games in a week, which is a large amount of games. I will have absolutely no chance of being a higher rank than someone that played 500, 1,000 games.
Now, Nasher is 100% right as long as you choose to ignore the competitive rating. You just got to move over. There it is right there. How does competitive rating work? If you win, it goes up. If you lose, it goes down. It's assigned to each player, each skater. It's sorted by all skaters right now, and that's what Nasher wants. He wants to remove the defense, right? We'll get to position soon. And you can sort this by any way you want. Look at how many different categories there are. It goes up, it goes down, and the amount it goes up or down depends on your CR and your opponent's CR. I confirmed this with an EA rep. So, do you like it now? I admit they could do more with this, and the Rocket League setup does do it a little bit differently, but rather than having a symbol, we've got a number. There is a reason to win. There is a skill-based ranking system. There is a reason to try not to lose, but you're saying it still happens. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's just get to his solutions, all right? I want to start with this one here. He wants it to be a new game mode. Hear him out.
The first step for me would be to make a brand new either game mode or playlist within ESHL that I would like to call EASHL Ranked. Now don't get me confused here, I think they should keep the traditional club system in some way, but we need a more competitive drop-in style game mode.
Now, I don't fully disagree with Nasher that we need more competitive style drop-in mode. That's always good in my books. But I logged on 3 times last night and look at the drop-in player numbers. Look at how many people are playing. We're hovering between 300 and 400. I don't think you can float a whole new game mode. I don't think there's enough players here. And you could say this game mode will bring in more players, but you're also dividing it by 2. Let me expand on your idea. Let me add an additional idea. I think you just got to choose the best one. I don't think you can divide a small player base in half again. I don't know. That's my opinion.
I need you guys to forget every single thing you know about ESHL right now. This is just a complete 180. The first thing that you'll do is hop into the ranked playlist or game mode. From there, you'll have the option to either invite friends or just instantly hop into a game alone. You'll also be able to play with any combination of that. So say you only have 2 friends online, you want to play ESHL 3s that requires 4 people, you can hop into a lobby with your 2 friends, party up, and then search for 2 random teammates that will be joining you. I want to be honest with you guys, a lot of these ideas are coming directly from a game called Rocket League. They have a system in place where you can play ranked either as a full team with random players or any combination in between.
1 Dasher plus 2 of his friends plus 2 randoms equals 4. I just added that for fun. Ben Mass was hard though, right? Anyways, and what I was getting at with that clip was you can already do this. You can already invite friends. You just go into drop-in, go to group matchmaking, you hop in here real quick, and then you push L1 and you invite your friends. And then you can go to the 3-on-3 or the 6-on-6 and it fills it up with other drop-in players. That's all you got to do. This is already in there. We don't really have to pull a full 180 on it. Now, the biggest thing Nasher wants in the game, from what I can tell, and he talks about it for a while here, is the ranking system. How you rank up in comparison to other people. And I already kind of pointed out before, there already is a skill-based ranking system in this game. But I did say EA could do a lot more with it. And I still think they could. And they could even probably take some ideas from the Rocket League setup here. So I'm not disagreeing with you. Right now, we just have flat-out numbers for our competitive rating. But I kind of like the idea of being in percentage. Or percentile, right? I kind of like that idea. That could be a good addition to the game. Now, the other thing was showing your rank before the game. All it is a little symbol, right? We have competitive rating, but it doesn't show before the game. This would show it as you're matching up. Now, I'm going to play a little bit of devil's advocate because I played about 1,000 games of Hockey Ultimate Team last year. Now, while this is slightly embarrassing how many games I actually ended up playing, I do remember when competitive seasons first came out, and one of the major issues was showing your goalie record before the game, aka showing how good you were before the game. And the same thing with your best player before the game. People kind of knew you might have been at a disadvantage. What happened then? They backed out. You're showing your elite. You're showing you got a team of the top percentile players before the game in EASHL, and maybe it's a completely different community. Maybe it wouldn't happen. Maybe it wouldn't. But I just got to think that, the NHL community that I know, they like to win. They like to win. I see more backouts. Another potential problem I see with your idea, you wanted skill-based matchmaking, which is great in Rocket League because there's something like 33 million people or 33 million players in July. But NHL, as I just shown, had between 300 and 400 people online at any given time yesterday. I'm just not sure. Are you going to end up against the same team every single time? You're going to end up against a similar drop-in people every single time? Sweaty games here and there? I don't know. I'm just not sure if it works quite the same in a small community. Just throwing it out there. Then he says you should get specific rewards for where you finish at the end of the season. And I agree with that. Whether it's a gold glove, whatever you get, that's always good. That will give you somewhat of a reason to try to go for it. I know they've had it in the past. I know you already unlock things based on how you play, how many goals you get, those kind of things. But yeah, the more the better, right? I agree with that.
I say you just search as either skater or goalie. Those are the only two options. When you're playing threes, defenders are constantly rotating, people are in different positions. Why should we be limited to playing defense and offense? I think if you toss 3 random players into a game and put it on them to figure out who's playing defense and making sure someone's back at all time, that will promote some more exciting, intense, and competitive gameplay.
This seemed like one of Nasher's only original idea, like not Rocket League or anything like that. His personal own ideas. And basically you search between forward, defense, and goalie, and he just wants to take out the D. He wants to take out the defense. So, I mean, I think that works fine for threes. I don't think it works in sixes, and I don't really think it's going to change anything on threes anyways, because I truly believe that the first face-off's just going to determine who's actually going to play defense. And if you don't cover it, well, you're just going to get lit, right? But he's right, though. It probably will help you find a game faster in NHL 3s. I just don't see it working as well in 6s. Now, I think I've hit on pretty much every single point he made in this video. And look, I applaud Nasher for putting his ideas out there. I think that's good. I think it's only going to make the game better when more and more people do this. Do I agree with every point he said? No, not really. I think I played devil's advocate here in a big way. But hey, that's all right too. Hopefully it generates some discussion. Hopefully you guys have some ideas. And if I've been wrong in any way here, feel free to put it in the comment section below. That's fine. That's no big deal. I do think that he didn't exactly give EA credit for some of the things that already are in the game. Maybe they're not utilized the exact same way as he would like them to be, and I don't exactly disagree with them, but they still deserve a little credit for being there. I'm not sure they deserve that intro. EA, let's talk, rant. I still think it was more of an ideas video, but anyways, the clickbait's real, right? Check out that goal. That goal's real. He did add one other thing, that this would create a more social interactive community, and I'm just not even sure I agree, because A, there's party chat now. B, EA has it right now that I can't even hear somebody unless my microphone's plugged in as well. I think those are the two main things. If you want to force game chat, then I think you might be onto something, because that's the way it used to be. And also, I would even argue before, there was a reason to win. People were trying to rank up before they changed to this new system. There was a grind element before, which I think is important. I've always thought ranking system was important, and when they got rid of the grind, I kind of questioned EA on that one. The only benefit would be if they were to go towards esports, and then do we really want to get towards an arcade style? Do we really want to take positions out like defense and get further and further away from hockey? Do we really want flaming purple gloves or gold helmets, or do we want it to make as realistic as possible so that the NHL hops on board and we get an esports league? I'm not sure, but I can tell you one thing. People used to be trying to rank up when you needed wins to get to the next level.
What can you do it, Blue? I got him. I got some goalie.
No!
Big save!
You're gonna blow it.
Come on.
Oh my god.
What do you mean? I stoned
I
him.
mean,
Because if there's
we're up
any
by
rebound
one
or
Get some goalie!
tie
goal.
game,
You fucking not staying in net.
Oh!
Fucking retard, man. It's not funny no more, man. We're like really trying to rank up here, and you're being a fucking douche.
I've been trying to rank up all day.
And now you're really pissing me off.
He's trying to rank up all day.
See, the boys are trying to rank up. I was trying to rank up all day too. I even said it. Anyway, there's always going to be somebody who cares about their little picture rating more than others. I'll tell you that. Anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And this is zero hate towards Nasher. I promote as many people as possible to put their ideas about this game. Now, if there's a very, very popular idea, which might have some flaws, such as lower hut ratings, which I believe has slowed down the game, or one of Nasher's other ideas on Twitter, force position changes in between periods. So you go out there, you get a hat trick with red, you're center, you played center for the first period, you got a hat trick, and then the second period, you got to play net. You have to force position changes. And then the third period, you like to be on your off wing, right, for that 1T, but you're not going to be, because you're going to be little ass green instead. Anyways, I didn't like that one. So I think it's important when you think there's a bad idea about the game that's getting some support, getting some popularity, to maybe voice your opinion and say this might not be the best idea. I think that's equally as important. Hey, a little chatter in the community is a good thing. Anyways, guys, zero hate here. Nasher's a great guy. Don't forget that. But, yeah, anyway, That's my response to this video. I had multiple people wanting my response on it, and even Nasher himself. So anyway, hopefully you guys like this video. We'll see you guys soon.